So, I returned to the same spot today to practice some Anapanasati in seclusion, and it's quite enjoyable and freeing just to spend some time dedicated to going through the different items of Anapanasati, having that foundation of being aware of the quality of the breath, and then really relaxing it, really taking those nice long breaths in a comfortable way, relaxing the whole body, and abiding with joy, this feeling of successful joy, and resting with that easy sense of security in the feeling, that feeling of ease, and calming the emotions, resting with becoming aware of the mind, gladdening the mind, satisfying the mind, directing the mind towards the wholesome, collecting the mind and freeing the mind, and then just becoming aware of the senses themselves, investigating change and permanence, how everything comes and goes and inevitably fades away. And in a sense, this is also a reminder, really working it in, to take a few moments to really investigate this, to come back and directly see this, that it's all fading away, that it's all ending. But again, it's not fretting. It's a very peaceful thing because we release it all back to nature. This is the 16th item, is that releasing, that letting go, relinquishing, or to use the language of Bhikkhu Buddhadasa, throwing it all back to nature. And what's interesting too is we can even throwing back to nature. Recognize it's just this whole body of Dhamma, this Dhammakaya, throwing it back to itself. That conditionality, and it's all released. You just see directly this and investigate it. So, a great deal of freedom, and it's a very enjoyable practice, especially when we cultivate and develop it. But then furthermore, even those feelings of joy, those feelings of ease, happiness, even those get let go of and quenched to this more direct sense of freedom that's not dependent on anything. But again, those are helpful tools and helpful to, develop those exquisite feelings that are not born from sensual pleasures. So here, life it's living a balanced way, but spending some time to get into seclusion. It doesn't have to be super long, 5-10 minutes here and there throughout the day can be quite beneficial to bring into your life, to bring into your practice, and then to keep coming back to that reminder, to remember that direct insight that nothing is worth holding on to ultimately, and it can all be released. So that was a nice sit. It's a nice talk right now, and I think these vlogs are a nice little thing to share. It's raining right now. Everything's kind of melting again. Found the same spot here. Nice little rug. Again, no need to go super hardcore with the asceticism, just finding that healthy balance, getting away from the internet for a bit. Yeah, at least that's what I find to be beneficial here. But at the end of the day, it's, look for yourself, investigate for yourself what's of benefit. That's the way to do it. And then you directly know, and you'll find the right way, you'll find the middle way, but it's keep looking, keep investigating, keep discerning, what's wholesome, what's unwholesome, and directly understand, hey, greed, hatred, and delusion, that's not for the benefit and welfare of oneself or others. So yeah, but it's to directly see that and know that for oneself. So keep looking. Anyway, it's good, my friends. May you realize this happiness. Yeah. Today's it's warmed up a bit. Snow is melting. It's a little bit more on the wet side of things. But it's all cool. That's the thing with natural phenomena, is it's good to remember that cool, calm sense of satisfaction that's not dependent upon the particular weather conditions. So even the natural, beauty is something that we can become dispassionate about. So while it is quite conducive to the practice, get into nature, it's also good to remember that nature which is beyond the appearances. And also we can appreciate and see the beauty in various different weather conditions as well. When we fully accept nature, appreciate it in its full scope and not a narrow view of nature. And this way the practice becomes much more reliable, and ease and satisfaction is much more reliable. And even with those qualities, we become disenchanted with, which, funny enough, actually makes it easier to bring up those qualities, play with them. So when we become dispassionate, when it's wise to do so, we can rouse energy in a playful way. And so the will becomes quite easy when it comes to inner work. But it's not a question of free will versus not free will or anything like that. It's just, is there will enough to recognize the end of dissatisfaction? Is there will enough to become disenchanted by greed, hatred, and delusion? And so it's cool because if one earnestly looks, they can see, oh yes, there is. Just enough. Just putting in enough effort. And we realize with this that, hey, the job to be done is realizing that there's no jobs to be done. So yeah, I think it's fun doing these little vlogs and sharing the experience here, and also just sharing about Dhamma. But yeah, this is a nice little spot I like to practice mindful walking in, just being able to go back and forth, relatively secluded, and it's a nice little path. So yeah, that's about all I have to say for today. May you be safe, secure, satisfied, and may you be contented as I am. It's good. It is good.